The coldest of good mornings. Thank you very much for coming back to the channel. So have you seen back title? We're going for a crack at sub 20 today. Big day. Big day. I've turned up at Rother Valley Parkrun. So, you know, it's a bit of a parkrun video, I suppose. But it's not really about the parkrun tourism. It's just, this is the sort of second fastest course, I believe, from where I live, to come and have a good crack at the sub 20. The fastest course, I believe, is Selby. However, today is absolutely miserable. The wind is crazy, and Selby is on an old, I think they still use it actually, it's on an old airfield, so when it's windy, it's a no-go. You know, you're just literally running into wind. Rother Valley, brilliant park run, it's fast, you just run round the lake, beautiful, one lapper, absolutely banging park run. But we're not really here for park run. I will have a little bit of a walkabout in a minute. I'm going to go and get warmed up. I'm not a negative person, as you know, but nearly 200,000 steps this week at work. My legs feel heavy. Did a bit of a shakeout run last night. Didn't feel that great. I had a good night's sleep. I've done what I can do. Had quite a few carbs last night. Had a bit of a pizza. Don't know if that's best fuel strategy, but it's worked before. I had that before. Donny 10K had a dirty pizza and it sorted me out. So yeah, legs feeling heavy, but I believe you know, one of my good pals on Strava, if you're not on Strava, get on Strava. Some decent people on there will help you. I've said that before and I stand by it. One of my good pals on Strava said start thinking like a sub 20 man, and all this week I've been thinking like a sub 20 man. Genuinely mean that. It sounds a bit corny, but it's true. You've got to start thinking differently. I believe that I can do it. I believe, you know, I can do sub 20, but I think the margins are fine. Hence why I didn't do Selby. Just that bit of wind, I think that'll knock me back. I think I'm near enough there. 3 weeks ago at Selby, we did it in 20 minutes and 31 seconds. I have done a 20 minute and 1 second in training, but I feel like I'm there now. I've been doing this specific 5k sub 20 training. I've only been doing it for 2 weeks. Ideally, I needed to be doing it for at least 4 weeks. However, I was gifted a rare Saturday off work. What are you going to do on a Saturday? What are you going to do on a Saturday morning? You're going to go to a park run. So I can't not do an absolute full send. It's got to be done. I need to get it done. So if I'm honest, if I don't do it today, I'm not massively disappointed, because I know it's coming, I know it's on cards, but I've got this opportunity to have a crack at it today. But I've not tipped up in best shape. 200,000 steps. So if you don't know, I'm a postman. December's crazy. So doing 200, you know, I can't help that. I've got to get it done. Unless you don't want your Christmas presents, then that's fine. You know, wouldn't be good saying to a manager, I can't do all them steps today. I've got a sub 20 on Saturday. I know what'd happen. But it is what it is. So I'm going to go and have a warm up. I'm going to go and get my sen in, try and get my sen in best shape to start this and have a go round here. Sorry it's a little bit in car here, but you know, like I say, it's not really about parkrun tourism, this one. It's just about, you know, we're here to, I'll try and show you a little bit of it, because I think it's nice. But, you know, on board, you'll see a bit of it. But yeah, I'm going to go and have a warm up. I'll take camera with me so I can show you a few bits of it, just in case you are interested in that side of it as well. Right, better go and get warmed up in a bit. Just finished warm up. It's windy as out there, but here's what it is. It'd be miles more windy at Selby. It's cold, it's wet, but look at it. Nice big lake, cafe, plenty of parking, bring the family. I've been through 3 puddles already. Could have done with wellies on for that warm up. Feet are soaking, it's cold. I've already mentioned it's cold, but just feels like a training session up north, to be honest. This is how it is. They say it's grim up north. Load of bollocks. Right, warmed up, gonna go and have a slash. Couple of swigs of Lucozade. Then I'm gonna go and do a few more drills and whatnot, and we'll see what happens. To be honest, after that warm up, legs don't feel as heavy. Legs don't feel as heavy at all, so not too bad. Right, I'll pick up in a bit. Super windy. can't believe how difficult it'll be. Let's get a centre front, see what we can get done. Steve, hey, how you doing? You alright? I can't believe you're here. I've seen some of your times, man. You're epic. See where you get it from. Christmas jumpers, etc. Nice to see you again, mate. Is there anybody that's completely new? We'll try and hang on to you. We won't be able to hang on to this guy, but this. Yes. 3, 2, 1, and we are off. The sub 20 attempt. Poor conditions, heavy legs, but we're going to give it everything. This is it. Let's go. You might have heard me talking to a lovely chap at the start. You should have seen him on camera a little bit. That is Steve. A little bit of background. Steve is 68 and an absolute athlete. I was at Selby Parkrun at the start of the year. But way back to my videos, Steve paced me to go under sub 21 minutes. He's an absolute phenomenal runner, and I use him here. I know that he's going to run sub 20 around the 1930-ish, maybe 1945, something like that. I think he's capable of a low 19 to tell you the truth, but I'm going to use him. I'm just running alongside of it at the minute. You will see him coming in. I'll point him out, and yeah, he is my guy. I'm staying with him for as long as I can. This pace was a little bit too fast. I just wanted to get off the line. This is why all these are flying past me. I'm just wanting to let as many of them go. I don't want to get in the way. But yeah, head down, and we're just looking for a straight 4-minute kilometre here. So all I want to do, I want to try and average about a 3:55, 3:56, but I want the first kilometre to be slightly slower. Quick start for the first 100 or 200 metres, just to get off at line good, and then settle in. First kilometre, I wanted it boxed off in 4 minutes, and then we're going to see how we go from there. But I'll let you enjoy a little bit of this. Brutal headwind, and it's ever so slightly starts going uphill a little bit. Nothing major at all. Loads of puddles to dodge, which is not ideal. So after a while, I just stopped dodging them. I thought, we'll just go through them. We will just absolutely go through them. But yeah, all I'm trying to do is settle in here, not getting anybody's way, and just get this one boxed off in 4 minutes and feel comfy. I'll pick you up when we've completed this kilometre. And that's the first kilometre boxed off. I couldn't believe it. 4 minutes dead. It's exactly what I was going for, and I felt really good at this point. I've just got to this section, nicely downhill, just having a little bit of a breather as I'm going downhill, keeping pace exactly the same. I just felt really great at this point. I've just got a little bit in front of Steve. I'm not too far in front of him, and I'm well aware I don't want to be absolutely shooting off at this point. I know that that guy has done sub 20 many times, so whatever pace he's running, I'm staying same. I'm probably just a couple of metres in front of him, and I'm just enjoying this little bit of a downhill section there. Still dealing with headwind, but the way that I'm feeling at minute, it's looking good. That's exactly what I needed to do. All I need to do now is get this next kilometre boxed off in pretty much the same time, hopefully slightly quicker. But yeah, let's see how we go. A few guys in front, looks to be like they're running a similar sort of pace. I've got Steve just at the side of me or behind me. Happy days, let's get after it. kind of brutal kilometre, that one. Struggled a little bit with air. It was just struggling to hang on to that pace. So second kilometre, we're a 4:06. Loads of headwind. That was worst it had been at that section, and as you could see then, uphill. Yeah, I did remember this is probably the only bit that's uphill. But yeah, I didn't deal with that great, to tell you the truth. Sorry, they weren't the pace that were the issue, it were, you know, the conditions and then the going uphill. I just couldn't hang on at 4 minutes, throwing that in there as well with the uphill and the pace. But we're back at it now, back on the straight bits. I've got Steve in front of me. This is where I need to make sure I'm hanging on. I think he did me an absolute solid, because another race, I could have just, it could have just been a little bit too much, but I'm just so determined, and I know that guy, that I'm looking at him and thinking that is sub 20. If I just stay there, that is sub 20. That's all I'm focusing on here. I know if I'm doing this before, it's nice and flat. Maybe another day, better weather conditions. You know, could I have gone a little bit faster in that second one? This is all I had today. We've got heavy legs, we've got an headwind, it were uphill, 4:06, deal with it. Let's make it up in this one. Let's stay with Steve and let's push. This is what we've been training for now. This is the art. This is the serious stuff. This is where the hard work is going to pay dividends. Let's keep going. I'll see you at next one. Boom, 3:54, we're back in game. Strongest kilometre so far, 3:54. I'm over the moon with that. Puddles, I'm flying through them. Feet are wet, I'm not interested. All I'm doing is staying attached to the back of this pack here. I've got Steve here, 3:54, strongest kilometre, just powering through, and now I'm feeling pain. I knew it would come in, but boxing off a 3:54 mid-race, I needed to do it after that 4:06 uphill section. We're going slightly uphill again here, no major at all. I'm just staying with his pace. At this minute, I'm just fighting the demons, honestly. The demons are flying into my head, and I'm just batting them away. I just need to stay focused. Just starting to pull away a little bit. They're hanging on to that pace, and I am, for dear life, just hanging on. There's nothing else that I can do. I'm just solely focused on that. This dog, this distracts the life out of me. I know this is for everybody here, it's a public place, but honestly, I could have done without this. I lost my rhythm a little bit. It was no major. I got my footing wrong a little bit, just trying to dodge it when it was coming over, but we're all good. No bad happened. Let's just get on with it. But you can see there, they've pulled a bit of a gap on me. As long as I can see him, I'm all good. I'll pick you up at next one. 4th kilometre boxed off in a 4:04. I am massively struggling, but better than last time. Last time I was here attempting this at 3.7k. I had to slow down completely, then pick it up at last. We're not having that today. We're soldiering through. I can see Steve still right in the distance, but I know I need to get on with it. At that time there, that puts me about 1 or 2 seconds over, so it is still on. This is the last kilometre. It's still on. It's still on. I'm turning my legs over, but we're going uphill. There's not much left. There's really not much left. I am trying my hardest to empty the tank. The tank is already empty. I can feel it fading away. I've looked down at watch. I'm looking at it now, you can see it's on, it's still on, but there's nothing there, there's nothing else there. Disappointment setting in, because I know this is going to be close, but I just cannot turn these legs over any faster than this. I'm in zone 5, I'm maxing out, this is everything, I can still see him, the finish line's not far away, it's soul destroying, it's happy, I don't know what's going on here, a mixture of emotions. I'm staring sub 20 in face, but I'm checking again, I can't go any faster, this is everything. I'm just hoping and hoping we can do it, but it's fading away. I can feel the legs, but we're not giving up. I'll see you at finish. And I'll bring you home now. We're on last stretch. This is it. I've looked at watch, I know it's not on, I can see I've got about 10 seconds left in my pocket, it's not on, but it's going to be a stonking time. I've got to be happy, I know I'm going to be annoyed at end. They're cheering me on, honestly I cannot believe the pain that is setting in here. The legs feel like they're in concrete, they just will not turn over any faster. We've got more work to do in training, we need to dig deeper. We'll be back doing this soon. It's going to be a cracking time. This is everything that I've got. I cannot turn these legs over any faster. They're going to stop at any moment. Still be proud. We've had a massive go at it today. Hard times, 200,000 steps we've done. Headwind. Honestly, this is the hardest day that I've ever done a full send in. Still got to be proud. Let's see what time we get. I'll see you at finish.
Awesome, well done.
20:15.
Oh, great run. You set up really well there.
I tried to stay with you, man, but it last K.
I thought you
I couldn't hang with you. Did you? Hey, love, which one do you want first? Yeah. How did you get on, mate?
Just under 17.
Ah. Cheers. Well done, both of you. Nice to see you again, Steve. Nice to meet you, mate. Well done. Epic runners. I know. I'm going to blame Win Steve. I like a good excuse. Have a good Christmas.
Oh, so 20 minutes and 15 on my watch. I will put the Strava time up somewhere. 22nd place overall. Oh, look at all these ducks. So if you can hear out quacking, it's them ducks. 20 minutes and 15. That's another failed attempt at sub 20 in the same place. This is something that's just going to haunt me until I do it, but it's just a failed attempt. It's not failed yet. I've just got to keep going and going and going. But I've got to find some positives in it. I did a full send about 3 weeks ago at Selby, 20 minutes and 31. The last time I did a 5k attempt here, 20 minutes and 32. I've done 2 weeks a specific 5k training, and in that 2 weeks I managed to get it to 20 minutes and 15 seconds. I was paced along by Steve as well for first 3k, sort of third to fourth k started to disappear, and that brought me about even. If I'd have maintained that pace, I'd have done it 19:59 or 20 minutes dead on. But my legs just went in last k. There were no I could do. I knew I run for a good time, but there were no I can do. I were absolutely empty. First time I'd seen my heart rate up in zone 5, so I know we're good. But massively heavy legs, so it shows you what you can do. I didn't think I'd be anywhere near that, if I'm honest. When I got through first 2 or 3k, I thought, fuck me, this could be on. But I do feel like shit now. Feel a bit. Why can't I do this? I know it's coming, but that headwind, you know, I love a good excuse. Listen to it. That the headwind not way out was brutal, honestly. And it didn't give me out back either. Got to about 2nd or 3rd k, and it was just silent. There were no pushing me along. But that is what it is. If I can do a 20:15 in an headwind on heavy legs, 200,000 steps, it's there. I can be a sub 20 man. But another 2 weeks of 5k training, and then I believe I'm at Battersea on 4th of January.
not 100% confirmed yet. So maybe Battersea Park's where we do it. Only bad thing about Battersea Parkrun, people who are doing sub 20s, like at 20 minutes, 19:50 or whatever, going about 100th place. So you're having to start quite far back. That's going to cost you some time. That's if you go by official parkrun time. I could just do it on my watch, or I could just go start at front. Fuck 'em. Another failed attempt. Just means I ain't done enough. I ain't done enough in training. I've missed stuff out. There's more I can do. It's on me, it's on nobody. Realistically, can't say, oh yeah, there's an headwind. I can't say, oh yeah, I've done too many steps at work. I need to find a solution. That's one of my problems, and I need to solve it. It's only me that can solve this. We can't change weather. I can change my job, but that's a bit extreme just to get a sub 20. But yeah, this is something I need to work on. 2 more weeks, a sub 20 training, and then we hit again. If we fail, another 2 more weeks of sub 20 training, and then we hit again. But that was tough, that. I wonder without Steve pacing me. He didn't really know it. We didn't officially ask him to pace him, but I know he always runs about a 19:30, 19:40, 19:50, or even a low 19. So I knew if I hung on to him, it would be decent. Obviously made me a few seconds, but at a parkrun there's always someone to hang with, isn't there? So, for fuck's sake, again. Sort of knew if you'd have had a gun to my head, I knew we probably wouldn't have done it today. But my legs feel good now, feel good to go. So the heavy legs are sort of not completely gone, but I felt better than what I did. Oh, but I've got to take some positives. It's still a cracking time, 20 minutes and 15 seconds. What you're going to do, it's still a good time. Shows you your training counts. Keep turning up in training, keep getting it done. Because look, in 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever it is since I did last parkrun, I shaved 16 seconds off. 16 seconds in a 5k is massive. Be interesting to see where I came for my age and whatnot as well. Oh, that'll have gone up already. I'll put it on there. Place 22nd, 20 minutes and 15 seconds. Failed sub 20. Again, dig deeper, bring more. Right, got weekend off work, so got to make most of it. Straight back to training. Straight back. Might do a double session today, straight back out. I think that's what we're going to do. Right. Thank you very much for coming along. Sorry for any disappointments. I know you probably come to see Hollywood style ending. It didn't happen today. It will happen though. You can bet your bollocks on a barn dance it'll happen. Right. Thank you for coming along. It means a lot to me. Keep liking, keep subbing. Let's get me to that 1,000. Really appreciate it. As ever, don't miss your training, don't miss your workout. Lace up and empty the tank, and I'll see you next time.